This is our 2-month update, and she's actually 2 months and 3 days, but the months and weeks are so different, which I don't know why it bothers me so bad. She's 9 weeks and 1 day today. Today she had her 2-month doctor appointment, and she got her immunizations. They do 3 shots, and then there's this liquid one. And when we left the doctor's office, she ended up throwing up a lot. And so I put a call in to the office. I feel like it was absorbed enough, but I just want to make sure, just in case. And then they told me to give her Tylenol. And as soon as I gave her the Tylenol, she projectile vomited everywhere. Like, everywhere. And that was within seconds, so that was definitely not absorbed. We went over so many things at this appointment, and I felt like the doctor was kind of rushed, but also I just had so many things to talk about, so I don't know if it was just a matter of, like, I almost had too much I needed to go over or what. But we talked about the colic, because that is truly, I mean, like, oh, anybody that is dealing with colic, I would not wish it upon my worst enemy. It has been so, so rough. Also went over, she has this rash. I don't know why I'm pointing to my left arm. It's on her right arm. And I would show you, but she's sleeping right now. She'll probably wake up and join. But the doctor said it's eczema. I need to put hydrocortisone cream and CeraVe lotion on. And that it's pretty normal with newborns to develop in different places, especially like the rolls like on their legs and arms. So she has it on her arm. I asked her if there's any other reason she could be so uncomfortable other than colic, and I started talking to her about how she's really favoring sleeping on her, her left side, like her head, and I cannot get her to go to her right side. And she does a lot of contact naps where she's sleeping on me. She is sleeping. She is favoring that side. And I'm noticing that it's starting to develop a flatter spot on her left side. And then her right side is normal. And the doctor agreed. She said that she was seeing that it's really minor and that it should go away. Like, it shouldn't be an issue. It really concerns me, though. Said that it's from muscle tension. So I tried pushing Aurora's head away, and Aurora would just start screaming. So I have to start doing these exercises where I push down her shoulder and turn her head, and she's going to scream, and it's going to be so hard for me to do with her. I also need to start positioning her to where she's laying on her right side so that she's not on that side. And I tried it when she was napping as soon as we got home, and she's like not having it. That's going to be a serious work in progress. But I think the part that will help the most is just relieving that tension, because it might be why she's so fussy all the time too. I'm not sure. All I know is I am like entirely, completely, and utterly exhausted. Like, I have nothing left in me. I got sick, let's see, today's Monday. It was last Tuesday, but then really hit hard Wednesday. And then for 5 days straight, from Wednesday to Sunday, so sick. And I got my flu shot, and I hate blaming it on that, but I feel like if your body is already fighting something, I really need to follow up with a rheumatologist, because I do have autoimmune stuff going on. I feel like every time I get the flu shot, I end up getting a lot sicker than most people get when they get the flu shot. And this time it felt like I just full on got the flu. Like, it was ridiculous. And I was so scared that Aurora was going to get sick, or Jackson, and they didn't. And nobody else got sick, so I'm like, maybe I got sick from my mom's. Nobody else was sick. So I'm really thinking that was what happened, and like why I got so sick. But I mean, like, I was so, so, so sick. Like, I had to lay down on the kitchen floor, and when I was making Aurora's bottle, I would like crawl to go get her more diapers. Like, I'm talking like so sick, like too sick to be caring for a newborn. But anyway, I feel like I've been through so much. I've been through so much. Like, this whole year has just been like insane. Like, you could not have even convinced me with any amount of money that I would go through what I've been through this past year. I have no idea why I even went off on that tangent. I'll have to go back and even review the footage. I'm just exhausted. I'm not thinking clearly. I'm gonna read her measurements from her appointment today. She is 12.6 pounds, which is the 72 percentile. She's 23.3 inches long, which is the 80th percentile, and her head circumference is 15.6 inches, which is the 84th percentile. So she is literally growing so fast. She smiles all the time. She's cooing. I feel like she responds to me, which I know sounds crazy, but I feel like we talk and have these conversations. She's involuntarily grabbing everything, especially my freaking hair. She's really good at grabbing stuff, but not intentionally, if that makes sense. Through all of this and my sleep deprivation, being sick, just being kind of basically hit by a semi truck over and over and over every 5 minutes, with just life, I do feel more confident in doing this whole newborn thing, mom thing again. I feel like I'm starting to understand her cries, what she's needing in general. I just feel like overall I really am starting to get a handle on things, even though it doesn't really look like it, or maybe I don't realize it in the moment. But if I take a step back, I really do think that things are starting to feel a little more just like I'm getting the hang of it. Another thing is she's always stuffed up. She seems like she always just has all this snot in her. And I talked to the doctor about it, and because her nose is so small, it sounds a lot worse than it is, but she said to keep using saline drops and to not use the nose Frida as much because it kind of irritates those nasal passages. I think I've talked about this before. So we're just going to keep doing that. It really doesn't seem to bother her. I think it's bothering me more than it's bothering Aurora. Her bedtime is still around 10:30, and she's still waking up about twice a night. I am going to start working on getting her to sleep in her bassinet, so please wish me luck. We're going to start that transition just to see. It'll still be right next to me, right next to the bed, but I'm going to start trying to see how she does with that. She's still in size 0 to 3 clothes and size 1 diapers. The size 1 diapers are 8 pounds to 14 pounds, and where she's 12.6 pounds, we're almost out of those. As far as the 0 to 3 clothes, I feel like there's so many that are already getting so tight that I just end up putting in a pile that she can no longer use. Some are too big, and then some fit just right. It's so crazy with those brands. It just really is. It's so hard to know what works and what doesn't. But I don't imagine she's going to be in 0 to 3 that much longer. I feel like we're going to be making the jump soon. As far as the clothing though, she is 100% definitely out of newborn, and we're just in varying stages of her 0 to 3 clothes. I'm still using gripe water for her colic, and I did get some probiotic drops her doctor recommended to do in addition for the colic. In fact, let me grab them so I can show you what we're using. So this is the gripe water that we use. I feel like this isn't in focus. It probably is dirty and needs to be cleaned off. So anyway, these are the saline drops that we use. And then this is the probiotic drops that I got her. And I got them off Amazon, and it comes like this. For colic and digestive discomfort, I need to start giving it to her. I ordered it and then completely didn't add it into our routine. I don't know why. So I say I'm getting better at this whole thing, and then I say stupid stuff like that. This is the nose Frida that we use. Sometimes I use the bulb syringe, but really this. And today, after her appointment, I went and got this for eczema. And I also have hydrocortisone cream, and I have CeraVe lotion, which would also work good. But I kind of wanted to try this because it seems like it's a lotion that's I wouldn't have to do 2 steps of putting the cream on and then also using the lotion. So I want to try this and see. I was there. I also got these safety swabs because cleaning out her ears, I get so nervous that I'm going to go in too far with the Q-tips. So I loved having these for Jackson, so I got those. The doctor said that one of the reasons... Oh, that's another thing. See, I'm all over the place. I brought up that I thought she might either have a tongue tie or reflux. because I've been researching all these reasons as to why she's crying all the time, because I feel like colic isn't really like just, oh, it's just colic. Like, there has to be like a reason they're crying all the time. And I told her about when I feed her, she'll like start kind of crying and like arch her back, and then I have to like re-give her bottle. And she said she felt that maybe she's getting frustrated, that the nipple size is still a 1 and it's coming out too slow. So she told me to go up to a 2. So I got 2 packs of 2, so 4 total. I also got her toothpaste and a toothbrush to start brushing her gums, which the doctor said I didn't have to start doing. I asked her, she's like, yeah, you can, just like once a day. So we're gonna do that. Her hair has started to grow back on her head, and it's so cute. I love it. Like, I didn't know like if we were gonna be bald for a year, or like what that was gonna look like when it all started like falling out crazy, like the weirdest patterns. Like, oh my gosh, that was such a sad moment. But it is starting to come back, and I cannot wait till it's long enough that I can start using like the clip-in bows and start doing her hair. Like, I'm so excited. So that's been really fun to see that growing in. As for me, oh, that's her. Let me go get her so she can join us. Hold on just a second. I have my school orientation this Thursday, which is November 6th. And it's going to go over kind of the whole schedule with like what it's going to look like with clinicals, labs, in person. Because starting January, I am back in person. Hi, baby girl. Extra fussy from her shots. I don't know what that schedule is going to look like yet, but when I do, I need to figure out where she's going to be, because I don't think they're going to let you come with me. I know. It'll be full-time, so, I mean, I've been full-time pretty much, like online, which is easier because I'm home with her. But being in person will be a whole different experience, and I really need to figure out what I'm going to be doing with her, so I just need to know the days and times. I won't tell you till you go to the orientations, so I will be finding that out Thursday. She is not happy, so we are going to end this video. She is very upset. Very upset. Just getting up to turn off the camera and holding her, and I guess I can kind of show my belly. At 2 months, it's kind of hard holding her to show, but that's kind of where we're at. I still have this pooch. Honestly, it's still so sore. Like, so sore. I kind of need to probably look back into, like, why it's so sore. 'Cause I sometimes feel like it's getting worse, but I've been too busy to really focus on that right now. So I'm gonna go and give some love to this little one and comfort her, because she had a really big day with her shots. So we're gonna go do that, and I will be back for the next update, and of course doing our weekly videos, which I'm already loving going back and watching. Like, Jackson and I sat this morning and went back and watched a bunch with him. Not, gosh, I wish I had him when he was this little, but when he was, man, when did I start with him? He was about like 6 or 7. We watched so many, and it was so fun, like, just to go back and see. So I really don't think I had anything else to update on anyway. It's just been, it's been really crazy, especially this past week. It's been really rough, so we're just making it through. And yeah, it was really good to go to her appointment, though. It always helps to talk to a doctor and just kind of go over everything that I'm like researching or thinking, because it's just felt a lot different this time around. I mean, every baby's different and unique in their own way, so I'm really glad that we were able to go, because when I got sick, I was worried that I was going to have to cancel a bunch of appointments. Like, I have a really busy week this week with appointments, and I'm like, oh my heck. I had to cancel one last week because of my sickness, but it would have really sucked to have been sick throughout this week. So I'm glad I'm feeling at least better, and I just need to get her feeling better, and she's already falling back asleep. Kind of. Did you hear me say that you were sleeping and had to wake up? She's tired. So her face is so sticky from, I think she spit up more of her medication, so I'm gonna go get her cleaned up, and we're gonna go do some snuggles. Anyway, yeah, we will be back for our next update. I would say 3 months, which is crazy. We're just cruising, semi-cruising through this, like, what do they call it, the 4th trimester? Call it Jet 2 holiday for me. Seriously, though. Anyway, okay, that is it. Bye.